All right, folks, good morning. Let's get started here. So for today, Tuesday, March the 11th, we have the following information. First off, we have the NFIB Small Business Index, which already came out as expected, not a major report. And then we have at 10 a.m. JOLTS job openings, which is a major report that will come out again at 10 a.m. And then that's it for news today. Wednesday will be a much heavier day for news, much heavier. But for today, it's going to be pretty slow. Only one thing. Having said that, taking a look at the markets, the QQQ ETF presently is poised to open about exactly where it closed yesterday. And yesterday was a very bearish day. At one point, the index was down over 4%. And looks like we're going to open almost exactly where we closed yesterday, which probably means we're going to have more pressure to the downside after market open, but we'll see. Most likely we're still under pressure. Um, as far as opportunities go, yesterday we did find Apple, which was bearish, and it was able to reach our target number 2 to the downside and then some. Actually went a lot lower than that. Interestingly enough, though, Apple, although it was down yesterday, was one of the better performing stocks going in a downward direction. In comparison, Tesla was down nearly 20% yesterday. It was really hammered, but overnight looks like Tesla has regained. Uh, well, not really. It's about where it was yesterday. Uh, so we did see in the in the post market session for some stocks they did show somewhat of a recovery, but not every stock did. So we'll see what happens. That all being said, let us take a look at what's moving here in the pre-market. All right, so let's see here. First off, we have GMHS, which is presently only down 1.18%. Did have some movement, but not in the right percentage range for us, so we'll skip that. Robinhood, let's see where we're at right now. That's only 2.22%, so no change there. JFBR, that's currently up only 4.2%, so not enough. Microalgo, MLGO, okay, that currently is up 11.62% on 2.6 million shares. It's at least $1 per share as well, so that can be added to our pre-market watch list. The symbol again is MLGO, Microalgo. All right, next up is MNTS. That is presently up only 0.56%, so not enough. We can pass on that. All right, next up is NVDA. That's not moved enough either, NVIDIA, so we'll pass on that. Palantir, PLTR. That hasn't moved enough either, so I'll pass on that. Sorry, give me 1 second. Let me fix something on my computer. Okay. Next up is, see, Redfin. Doesn't look like that's moved enough either. RDFN. Actually, no, it did. That's down 6.35%. 1.2 million shares is at least $1 per share, so we'll add Redfin. Symbol is RDFM, FN, sorry, RDFN to the list. Next up is RGTI. Okay, that's really not moved much, so we'll pass on that. Next up is SMCI. That's only down 0.05%, so not much of a change. So we can pass on that. SNOA. All right, that one's up 53.5%, 26.6 million shares. It's at least $1 per share. That definitely qualifies for our pre-market radar. SNOA is now added to that list. Okay, let's see what's happening with SoFi. That's only 0.63%, so really not changed. TNON, that presently is up about 48%. 16.7 million shares is at least $1 per share, so we can go ahead and add that. TNON to the list. Next up is yeah, as I mentioned, Tesla's not really changed much, so we'll pass on that. And let's see, TSVT. This looks like a buyout of some kind. Let's see. Be acquired by Bristol Myers Squibb. Yep, this is going to be an acquisition, so that one is not going to be relevant to us because we can't expect much to happen since it's a buyout deal. So it should stay stuck near its buyout price. All right, TSVT is mentioned in the chat, but I already found that one. So if you see any other stocks, folks, that meet all four of our criteria, let me know in the chat. I'm posting stocks we already found. The four criteria are: it must be a NASDAQ listed stock trading at least $1 per share in the current pre-market session, must have achieved at least a 6% price change presently, positive or negative in this present pre-market session, at least 1 million shares of pre-market volume, and at least $1 per share in the current pre-market. So the price must be at least $1 per share in this current pre-market session. So if you see any other stocks meeting all four of those criteria, let me know in the chat, and then we'll go ahead and take a look. All right. Looks like that's it. While we're waiting, folks, please be sure to hit the like button. I see we have more than 3 people watching, but only 3 likes, so please be sure to hit the like button. That greatly helps us with the YouTube algorithm. Also, go ahead and subscribe to the channel so you get notifications when we publish new videos. If anyone's watching this live broadcast after it's been recorded, please be sure, if you're not familiar with our company, please be sure to check out fundertrading.com, our website. You'll see a link in the description to this video. Other than that, for everyone who's part of the coaching program, I'll see you there in about 22 minutes. All right. All right, folks, so we'll go ahead and wrap up for today's pre-market pulse. Have a great trading session. Again, looks like we'll be under some negative pressure today, but we'll see at the open if that changes. And remember, at 10 o'clock, we have a major report coming out for Jolt's job openings. Other than that, folks, have a great trading session. I'll see you for tomorrow's pre-market pulse. Take care.